including our friends, families we never met, extended families. And here, to be specific, in these premises, a lot of lives were taken from here. May they keep resting well. In that regard, we're going to have a moment of silence as soon as the umpires speak in the middle, right in the middle, and then we take it from there. I request the people around the ground to respect the national anthems as they stand on their feet, to respect the national anthems of our guests from Tanzania and from overseas. It's in South America, Brazil. The home team in Tanzania, the home team in Brazil, and the home team in Tanzania. So that's music to me and DJ. We know what to follow. Alright, we are going to have that moment of silence. And then we make the call. And we all look ready. Thank you. Let's go. Alright, thank you. DJ, kindly give us the national anthem. Start with this. Our team. Thank you, DJ. On to the next one, with the Brazilian.
o nosso peito à própria morte. Ó pátria amada, idolatrada, salve, salve. Brasil do mundo, desde o raio vivo, de amor e de esperança a terra desce. Sem teu famoso céu risonho límpido, a imagem do cruzeiro resplandece. Gigante pela própria natureza, és velhas forte nave do colosso, e teu futuro espelha essa grandeza. Terra adorada, entre o Brasil, és do Brasil, ó pátria amada. Os filhos deste sol és mãe, gentil, pátria amada, Brasil. Eternamente imenso esplêndido, ao som do mar e à luz do céu profundo, fulguras ao Brasil florando a América, iluminada ao sol do novo mundo. Do que a terra mais garrida, seus risonhos lindos campos têm mais flores, nossos bosques têm mais vida, nossa vida nunca sem mais amores. Ó pátria amada, idolatrada, salve, salve. Brasil, que amor eterno seja assim. O labaruca sempre estrelado, indica o verde louro dessa flâmula, mas no futuro e glória no passado. Mais velhos a justiça clama forte, verás que o filho teu não foge à luta, nem teme quem te adora a própria morte. Terra adorada, em teu Brasil és do Brasil, ó pátria amada. Dos filhos deste sol és mãe gentil, pátria amada, Brasil.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Vijay. It's time for the away team to shake their home. Yeah, so we have to last 7 minutes to put on the field. You can use the next 1 or 2 minutes to take a picture or two with the groups. Please take a picture.
Dia kan susah.
Haya, wandugu zangu watazamaji, ya karibuni tena. Today we'll be speaking a lot of Kiswahili here so that our friends in Tanzania as Wabongo waweze pia kufuata mchezo hili la leo baina ya timu ya Tanzania na wenzetu Brazil. Timu ya Tanzania, Fatuma Kibasu captain, Nasra Said vice captain, Sufa Mohamed, Huda Mrisho, Kamunya, Zneida Jeremiah, Saum Sophia Jeremy, Sawadi Agnes Kwele, Tatu Shabania's first ball is being bowled there. Tabu Saidi, wicket keeper. Linda Masawe na Neema Samahani. Squad ya leo tutaanza tena. Fatuma Kibasu, Nasra Saidi, Sufa Muhammad, Huda Mrisho, Price Kamunya, Sophia Jerome, Smonaid Swaid, Tatu Shaban, Tabu Saidi, Linda Masawe, Neema Miangeni. Hao ndio wachezaji 11 walikuwa watakuwa wanaeswarisha timu ya Tanzania. Timu ya Brazil, Captain Moretti Roberta, De Silva Laura, Valias Boras Laura, Monterio Nicole, Misho Lara, Arthur Mahrini, D'Souza Evelyn wicket keeper, D'Souza Renata, Ribeiro Mahria, Nascimento Caroline, Villas Baus Lindsay. Opening the bowling toka pande ya shule, Nasra Saidi vice captain. Opening bowling from the Niboe end where Bob lives. Bob ndio mchezaji bora aliyejikakamua enzi zake na timu ya taifa yes ya Rwanda. Opening bowling from the Niboe end. It is none other Price Kamunya. Opening bowling, opening the batting. Evelyn and Lindsay for Brazil. Off the back foot there by Lindsay. It's Mariano. Price bowling again on the 3/4 line there. No run. Tanzania having won all their games. In cricket they say in a tournament you must have one bad game, and until now the Tanzanians haven't had any bad game. Hope it doesn't happen in the finals. Lindsay plays a shot, the ball goes through third man and it races away all the way to the boundary with the first boundary. Lindsay 0-0 on her back, one of the attacking batters for the Brazilians. Pricey ball, a very good ball outside off, swinging. Lindsay drives it, gets an outside edge, it goes to third man for a boundary. Tanzania having an infield fielding, and the ball races on top of the fielder to the boundary. She goes again. She goes on extra cover, no man's land, and Saidi picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. It's good aggression here by Lindsay, saying that you miss your line, I hit. Something very, very positive that the Brazilians need to do throughout this innings. The Brazilians have been a happy team. Whether they win, they lose, the samba dancing will never stop. This is the last. This is the last league game, the last round-robin match being played here on this ground. From tomorrow, they'll be playing placements at Gahanga. I just want to thank all the groundsmen, all the people that have been involved in preparing this ground. Musiri Kare, who has done a great job. Abi Zera, who has also done a great job. Thank you very much for everyone who has done, who has made all this possible. The cameramen, the volunteers, the former cricketers, the current cricketers from the A side, the men who have done a credible job. As Saidi comes into bowl, oh, the ball swings so well. Nasra Nasoro will be staying back as one of the elite players. She's very, very agile. She feels well. She's a very happy girl. She's happy to remain behind to play the elite, something that our Rwandan girls will be happy to learn from. Lindsay caught behind, going for a big drive, but the ball gets her edge, and the wicket keeper Linda Masawe gets a catch. Behind the stumps. There she comes again. She looks behind for real. That was caught behind. Wow. If he can take the front leg more towards the ball would be key. Number 13 coming in for Brazil, De Souza, Renata. Great names here. Your pronunciation, your tongue must be light. If it is heavy, you can pronounce a different name here, which will not be very interesting for the viewers. Lindsay loses her wicket to Nasra, caught behind. Nasra swinging the ball nicely there, using the new ball, using the new leather there to keep the batter guessing. Six for one. 2.3. The projected score is 48 runs, just under 50. Nasra bowls, comes in again. The ball is swinging nicely in the air, but Ranata plays it down towards covers. Let's see what the Brazilians have got under their folds. Will they go for the runs? Will they go for 20 for the 20 overs? What's their strategy here? Ooh, very well bowled there. She's swinging the ball quite well in the air, and you can see the seam is upright. The seam is upright, and that's the reason that the ball is swinging so well.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
somewhere above 8 overs or towards the 10th over. Maybe we could see something interesting. We've not seen a team that has been dominating Tanzania since the tournament began. Could it be the Brazilian team? Let's wait and see. But so far, Tanzania is really looking strong, and you can see they're meaning business. And I think Martin, you're saying how the Tanzanians look at Nara, she's bowling with the hijab. How you'd expect it to be inconvenience, but they seem to have got this used to operating with them, and they don't seem to be in any form of discomfort. That's something that I've seen not so many times in at least the tournament. At least it's only Tanzania I've seen that playing with that, but still that doesn't seem to be a bit of a hiccup. I see. So I think a couple of fielders as well with those, but they seem to be moving fine. Personally, I even struggle when I have a hat on sometimes when you're fielding. It tends to get blown or what. But yeah, so Brazil needs to up the run rate. They're scoring at almost 2 and over. Wow, direct hit, oh my goodness, and they couldn't steal and run there. So it's all about, I think, for now, let them trying to maintain the wickets, the Brazilian, and that brings us to the end of over number 6. So it ends up it ends on 9 team. Of course, they are playing the table toppers, but anything can happen with cricket. It's not, you can never say this is a given. So yeah, 9 for 2, 6th over running. Very interesting, very tight for now for Brazil. Tanzania is continuing to show their dominance. You see how the balls, they have a particular line, making it hard for the batsman. You can't go back, can't go forward. You're forced to play it safe. And I think that's what has been their strength throughout this tournament. They've managed to restrict the teams to manageable scores, and when they get into bat, it's like their top order is well set. They assimilate themselves so fast to the conditions, and they seem to sail through. So we'll be looking. It'll be a very interesting final, if I'm to say that, because at the moment I don't see them not making the final. It will be very interesting to see how they portray themselves within that particular game. But as of now, they are really looking pretty strong and pretty favorite for this particular game as well. But let me not be the one to do the devil's advocate for Brazil, because we've seen they're equally capable of putting off some very interesting partnerships. So yeah, Nara, is it continues? She's I think this is her last delivery for the over. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, managed to squeeze in one, play it down to third man, can't make a second, and that marks the end of over number 6. Power play is done. Okay.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे? हाँ।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा। इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Yeah, but you're right. The Tanzanians have really set a very interesting field. So in the process, as the Brazilians try to go looking for gaps, they're finding all the shots are finding the fielders, which is making them be a bit more cautious, because I think and now they have. Oh, she will have to reload that. Jerome, she will have to reload that, an extra. At the moment, something that the Brazilians will take with two hands. Look at that. Everywhere, point, play to point with ease, but still, they can't make a single run because it's protected, soft pickup. It's, the Tanzanians are very comfortable at the moment with the way the field is set and the way the Brazilians are playing. Again, same, mid wicket area, played to a fielder. Quick over is done. That brings us to the end of over number 7. Still Brazil 14 for the loss of 2 wickets. Moving at a paltry 2 per over. In T20, that could be a bit of a slow strike rate. They may have to, at a certain point, have to accelerate if they are to put on something decent to give some challenge to the Tanzanian batsmen, who we've seen have throughout the tournament, have showed that they're very comfortable with batting on whatever surface that has been thrown to them so far in this tournament. In comes change bowling. In comes Tatu Shabani. Tatu Shabani spin has been introduced for the first time. Puts out on the money. Dropped back to her. No run. It's evident that Renatade is keeping it safe. Waiting for the right ball to attack, and Shaban is not giving her any room to play with. So it's quite interesting how they've set up. Some improvisation needs to be done at the moment so that they can get out of these shackles. Otherwise, as of now, look, 3 balls played, 3 balls delivered by Shabani, and still no run so far. So it's looking like it's a maiden is on the cards. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oof. That was a quick single, but risky, because it's only that the handing in was not point on, but they managed to scamper for 1, moving them to 15. Quite of the appeal was there, it wasn't there. It was going down the leg. It was more of usual trying to appeal for the sake, but there was nothing in there. Last delivery for the over. Steps out, tries to go for the biggie, and is able to at least get 1. It beats the infielder. Cleared by the long on fielder. So keeps it down to 1, and that's the over. Brings us to the end of over number 8. 15 for the loss of 2 wickets. Brazil just nicking out, but fairly slower than expected. There is something needs to. I think so far for the compared to even the morning game, I think they've been moving slower than the earlier games. So they need to really get their groove in, try to make a few risks, but of course without losing your wicket, because you don't want to go in at the very last end. That's something that we saw with Nigeria as well, where at a certain point they were within reach of the required rate, but they moved so slow, so that by the end of the innings, towards the end, for the last 5 overs, it was too much of an ask for the batters to come in and just go out hitting, unless you have a Dhoni somewhere in the lineup. Those who have been known for clearing, coming in and running straight away with it. Oh, good stretch out there. Managed to get 1. ticking off nicely. Not so, but ticking off, just trying to, get as many as I can. These Tanzanians are not, they're not so free with their runs. So again, managed to hit mid wicket. There's cover, extra cover, picks it up, again keeps it to 1. So at least what I think Brazil has to do at the moment is to try and continue rotating the strike, wait for the bad ball, maximize. Otherwise, at this rate, that kind of safety, yes, will give them wickets in hand, but it may not add so significantly on the score. So if they're going to do that, then they may have to, keep rotating the strike. I know Tanzania is a good fielding side, but you could try to pierce through one or two gaps like that. She's trying to go, but short of the fielder. Yeah, at least the thing was saying, you have to go aerial. So they went over the mid-on, the area, they were the fielder mid-on, but at least extra long on was there to cover up. So it seems like the options are cut out for the Brazilians. What you need to do, you either go above us or so it's clear what they have to do. Tanzanians are happy to let them do that. So yeah, end of the 9th over, and Brazil 20 for the loss of 2.
Lihuda Mauricio coming into bowl. Something that the Tanzanians have done very well is the ethics that they've had all throughout their games. They've done all the basics right. They seem to know, the art of T20. If you want to score runs, you have to play it very, very well. Okay, they've hit their lengths without any fuss. They've also protected the ring, the boundaries very, very well. So you have to play very, very good shots to be able to counter them. They've covered the offside, the leg side, and even straight consistently. They've also done that by hitting the right areas. Even if their fielders are there, and if you're not hitting the right areas, you'll be giving your fielders a tough time. But if you bowl according to the field placing, right, then it's run for the money. It will be very, very good finals between them and the Kenyans, who actually by now they've qualified for the finals. Both teams, Tanzania has 12 points. Tanzania have 8. No one will catch them there with that.
There goes another wicket.
There goes another wicket of Renade.
I thought you're good at mentioning this. It seems you've not had so many Brazilian friends, eh?
No, I'm catching up, and within time.
I'll give you that one for that, because I know at least to you're a very quick learner. That one I'm pretty sure.
D'Souza. No, sorry, not that D'Souza. That was Laura Villas Barros. Boas, they're called Boas. Incoming batter is 8. Laura coming in at number 8. There's a lot of Lauras in Brazil. There's a lot of Ishimwes in the Rwandan side. There's a lot of Otienos in the Kenyan side. There's a lot of Saidis in the Tanzanian side. Interesting how cultures have a specific tongue to go with. Interesting. Huda to continue, having gotten a wicket, the 3rd wicket from the Brazilians. And there we go. Laura plays her fast ball, plays it down as Dennis has said that the projected score is 43. The current run rate is 2.1. The Brazilians need to attack like their football team, Ronaldinho's of this world and the Neymars of this world. they have to play an attacking role in cricket. It is important that they rotate strike, they make sure that they're getting their singles to give themselves a chance to, for a score to defend. Tanzanians will not waste time getting the runs. Roberta to face Neida Jeremiah to continue to bowl. Roberta pulls away. Something wrong there. She was not ready. That is a good skill. When you're not ready, you don't play the ball, you pull away. Roberta hits the ball down to deep mid-on for a single. It's cleaned up. One bounce. As I said in the morning, the one bounce technique, throwing the ball back to the bowler, is very effective than throwing it full. That's better. The Brazilians, my money is on the Brazilians to play a very, very good game. They've come a long way. They need to learn from here. They need to play a very, very good game. They should not hold back. They should look at scoring at a runner ball, something that would give them an opportunity to improve. Yep. If they can look to rotate strike, they played very, very well against the Botswanas to be able to win that game. They've won against Germany, winning 2 games in this competition. It's something. I was talking to their captain, says that they would love to play as Nigeria. They have an opportunity there. This green uniform, it's interesting. Oops. Oops. Laura failing to get out of the way there. It's important that they keep on rotating the strike. Halfway, 23 for 3. Projected score has gone slightly up there to 42. So they've started doing the right thing. Dennis?
Yeah, thanks, Martin. It's now pressure time, and a good thing. When you look at the Brazilians play, they are technically gifted. They are going in with the proper shots. They have the technique is in there. So someone needs to take this this game by the neck at going on from now, to make sure that they put up something decent. If they continue rotating, because it seems like they are now realize what's in front of them. No, that's going down leg. An appeal for LBW, but clearly it's going down the leg. Nothing much they did, no fuss around that. So, but if they're going to make it, they're going to have to, up their game. Someone needs to take this, either decide and say, okay, we are going for this one, or like that. Goes Ario, and oh my goodness. It's the commentator's curse again that comes hitting as Brazil lose their 4th wicket. Roberto Carlos, I don't know, something, we are used to we are used to the footballers being more because their team is all over shining. So, but yeah, she loses her wicket as she tries to go aerial. The pressure of trying to up the scoring rate. Unfortunately, the way the field is set by these Tanzanians, everywhere you try to hit, it's like they are more on the pitch. It's more like they are more than 11 on the pitch. So many, and they have covered all the critical points. So they are playing to their strength. The bowlers are bowling to their field. which is is hitting, which making it hard for the Brazilians. But again, Roberto, my goodness, I'm going to stick to not mentioning names because at this moment I may bite my tongue. So she will have to reload that. Agatha comes in. Laura Cardoso. I have my name specialist. If he's telling me something that's not, then please correct me. But I have Martin here, Martin Suji, who is very good at pronouncing names. He tells me she's called Laura Cardoso.
Cardoso. I used to sing. Okay. I used to be a very, very good singer in church. So I mean, these names come naturally from the Bible that I used to read. So it just shows the Ataga.
I like that. So I think I need to go to church more often, maybe. Oh yeah, she has to reload that again.
Yep.
2 in a row. Is it some kind of pressure getting to her, or is she trying to hurry the batsman? Because as she's doing that, she ends up losing her line. That's kept out. No run there on the money.
Dug out. They say it was dug out.
Dug out. So, Tattoo is putting on number 4. How do you explain that? I thought Swahili Tattoo would mean 3.
Tattoo is the name. Shirt is number 4 mgongoni.
Yes, but then I was, if I were Tattoo and they told me to pick a shirt number, definitely I'll go for Tattoo. So
maybe I mean she didn't realize it was about selections. Do you select the shirt or do you agree to the selected to be after being selected? You can't say a word there.
Okay, I see. I don't know. That's a good point because I know some of us would actually select the shirts before we were assured. So they tell you what number do you want? No, I like Tattoo, so you go with that. So and again, if you're dropped, then someone has to play with your name on the back. So which is as well, But anyway, yeah.
You didn't want to tell the selector that yes, I want number 3. He can fail to select you. At the same time, change of bowling. Tabu Saidi coming in. Interesting names. Tattoo, Tabu, Saidi, Saida. They come from the land of Bongo. Diamond. Very good singer there, very good musician. See, Tanzania doesn't have much. You cannot see them, you cannot feel them on the pitch. But for real, they're playing very good basic cricket. Nothing loose, they don't give you anything. You have to hit the ball well to be a very, very good finals between Kenya and Wenzetu Tanzania.
Yeah, and there's something about them that's just, for them they only come to do, they're effective, come do what we're supposed to do, let's get off. And remember the previous meeting between Kenya and Tanzania, I think they met earlier on, and Tanzania showed their dominance. I'm hoping the defending champions, Kenya, will, now having tested a bit of what Tanzania has to offer, I'm pretty sure they'll come back way stronger than.
The Tanzanians are also saying that they're the defending champions. So I don't know who is defending this trophy. Because Tanzania said, kikombe ni letu. Kenya said, we are the defending champions. Sunday, they have to sort it out. Hopefully we shall be part of either the commentary or somewhere in position to ask them now who. So we have clearly understood who the defending champion is by then. I don't know which side I will be. Interesting. I don't know which side. I don't know which cap I'll wear, but may the cricket win. Interesting to see the battling between the two countries, between the ladies. It's been very hectic week, and at the same time, the Challenge Cup in Uganda is starting tomorrow. Don't miss. Cricket is alive. Cricket is here. Cricket is nowhere to go. Yeah, the region is really having a good field day when it comes to cricket at the moment, because as we are winding up Kwibuka, that is coming to an end pretty soon. Then there's another tournament kicking up in Uganda. It'll be good it's good for the region, all those cricket lovers,
to be at least, to have something to keep them busy, have something to keep them looking forward to. We've been deprived of cricket for so long. The COVID-19 period didn't make it any easier. Some of us, of our countries, no sports whatsoever. So it's good to have the opening of the systems and everything. Now is back to normal. We are now enjoying cricket. So enjoy it. Let's enjoy it as much as we can. So as we end 13th over, from the tree end, Tatu continues. Tatu continues. This is our, I think this is our third over, right? Yeah. Dropped it short. And again, the Tanzanians have cover. Just when you thought there was nothing, and maybe probably this is the chance to have a boundary, but no, little do you know that there is all protection all through. So Tanzanians have done it the way they have been doing it throughout the tournament. Brazil is trying to break the shackles, but it's not as easy going as they would want. Still, last 7 overs appear to be going to provide us with a bit of a thrill. I think going on from now, Brazil has to put a bit of the foot on the gas, so as to increase that projected score. It's really looking a bit slow. Otherwise, from what we've seen, this is usually the average score of the Tanzanians batters. So it's not something that you don't want to set for them. You don't set for them something a bit higher and see how you measure up with your bowling and your fielding unit. Short again, pulls it to the leg, but still there's protection there. Only managed to get one. So as you see, there's something about the Tanzanians. They don't feel like they're challenged at the moment. They it seemed to be taking it so calm. Even when they have one there, look at that. A fumble gives away a run. This is not common that we've seen. Probably this is even the first one we've seen for the game from the Tanzanian side. But I think Brazil will need as many as those as they can come.
True there, Taga, looking at the Tanzania, they've been organized with the ball, with the bat, with the fielding. Captaincy up there. He normally says, "Yes, Wembe ni ule ule." He said that there she is, Fatuma chasing the ball. She's wearing a cowboy hat today. I think after this, she'll be singing "Coward of the County" by Kenny Rogers.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Troop quite well in this game, coming into ball again. Stabu again, Saidi coming into ball. A second over at 31 for 1. I just want also to give thanks to Landry Amis Rurangwa, who has been the director of this tournament, getting all the logistics in order, budgets. It's running up and down. I think after this, he needs to cool down with a bottle of Johnny Walker. Stabu balls there. Saidi balls. Attempt of stumping. Also tries to clear the ring, and she misses. As I was saying, thank you, Landry. You've done a great job to put all this together. You've done a tireless job. Thank you very much. The shot goes up again, mistimes it, and gives an easy catch to Sawedi, who takes an easy catch. And Cardoso caught at covers. Rosini Gavire done a very, very good job in coordinating all of this tournament, coordinating the communication, as we said, to everyone every time. We thank you for your efforts. Charles, for running around. Mr. Fix-It. He's fixed everything at any time. I hope his driving has improved. He's a rough driver, but he gets you there. Sometimes you don't need to be soft. You got to be hard. To reach there, to be effective, sometimes you got to step on the gas. Like now, the Brazilians need to really, really step on the gas. And here are the needs. Charles, attitude. Kakadozo to continue. Interesting how the Tanzanians are very basic to their cricket. Hit the right areas, let the ball talk. It's like they're just doing sport bowling. They know where to bowl. Balls are short one this time. It's been clobbered. Laura Agatha. Oh, this is Cardozo. Cardozo is not. Laura. Was this number 8 and this one turning back? Let me see. Yeah. Arthur. It's Marina coming into bats to join Laura Cardoso. Tabu bowling her third over there at 32 for 5. 14th over going. The projected score 44. The current run rate 2.1. 15 overs gone. 36 runs on the board. Pass.
Paris Camunya coming in to deliver the 16th over. Very good delivery, but then Brazil scamper for the one, caused a misfield because of the running. The team is a fielder tried to look at the batsman as they're trying to run, and then she misfielded and in the process gave away second run. Brazil able to take 2 runs on that one from the first ball, from the ball from Paris Camunya. So Brazil at this moment, they just need to go for it for sure. If they are to get any decent score on board, they have to go for it now. Second delivery for this over from Camunya, and like I say, it seems Marianne just came with that was a briefing from the bench. Go in, do what you can, get us as many runs as you can, and that's what she's trying to do. So one there. So far 3 runs off the first 2 deliveries. Looking, that's what they should have been trying to do right from the start. But like we said again, Tanzania was not giving them any room to do that. So you wouldn't blame them. But as of now, at least they have to maximize the remaining 4 or so overs if they had to put on something decent. Because every time they hit, you can see the projected score, keeps going up. Now has moved over to 51. Oh, lucky edge, inside edge, goes down to third man. To fine leg, and yes, they're able to pick another single. So at the moment, I mean, Brazil wouldn't mind how the runs come. What they need is the runs on board. And the Tanzanians, again, like we said, the field setting is on spot on. They've only one or two awkward boundaries that they've given away, but apart from that, I think they really set their field proper. Oh, what a shot! Cut through. Oh, to the offside, and oh yes, that managed to touch the boundary, and that's four more for Laura Cardoso and Brazil in general, moving them at least to some good nick around 45 runs. And so this is turning out to be a pretty good over for Brazil. They've got close to 7 runs so far, and the over still has, I think, 2 balls to go. So it's really looking nice. This could be actually the highest scoring over for them. And now again, edges it or guides it down to the third man. Managed to get another one there. So it's, turning out to be good. Let's see how Paris finishes off the over. So far, so good for Brazil in this particular over. Moved the projected score to 58. Oh, she finishes up strong. Wicket to wicket like they've always been doing. She tried to go for the big one, Mariana. Misses the ball completely, hits the stump. Bails all left on the ground. She has to take that long solo walk up. But that's been the case for most of the batsmen from Brazil. They have nothing left to do but try and go for it. In comes Monterio Nicole. At least that one Nicole is fairly easy, yeah. Ontario, yeah, we will stick to that. I think that
everything cannot be difficult. Tiger. Sometimes you get easy prey. Sometimes a lion even gets a dead carcass, and he says, "Thank you, God." Yes, all right. But as long as you're hunting, right, there's always a possibility that either you get eaten, you eat, you survive, or you get an easy prey.
I think I'm going to stick to scavenging. Let me stick to Nicole's, the easy ones. I'll let you do the hunting, the hardcore hunting. You've shown prowess in that domain. Okay. Oh, Laura, she's still intent on having, taking it on, and she's doing a good job. She's trying to hang in there, 15 or 14. Yeah, which one is it? Yeah, Tabo continues to bowl and putting pressure still on the Brazilians. She's keeping it tight and tight, simple, nothing fancy. Just tell the batsman, okay, you either go for me or I'll hit you, and that's what has been pretty much the case with the Tanzanian bowling. And again, tries to guide it to the third man, goes to extra cover point, and still can't make a run. It's a bit. The fielding the placement for Tanzania is really spot on. Oh, smashed! But again to a fielder, so they're only working in singles. Yet even for good shots like that, where you'd expect at least something more, but the field setting is not letting them off the hook. They're only able to get operating ones and dots for now. Tries to cross bat it again, goes down to long on. Can only make one. So interesting. But Brazil, I think now they need to go out guns blazing, because after this last delivery or so too, then they'll be left with only 3 overs for which they have to maximize. What would you think? What do you think should be the? I don't know even if I'm right to ask this question, but what would be the competitive score for Brazil? Oh, as we speak, I think they've lost a wicket, have they?
Yes, they have.
They've lost a wicket. Oh, again, I mean, in trying to up the run rate, the pressure comes down, and this time I think it's Laura who's who's stuck in there for some time, try to get her eye in, but then the pressure again of trying to score was too much, and that is an easy catch by to Tanzania. So in comes Moish Lara. Oh, Brian Lara or something close to Lara. Yes, at least that's a familiar name. One of the best players of the game that has, he was in Rwanda. I managed to bowl to him in one of those shadow games. So Lara comes in at 50 for 7. I even drove him in my car, so it was good it was a good experience.
Legends legends don't say they're legends.
Some of the
it's what they do that makes them legends.
No, but look, no one would ever see me drive Lara in the car, so it was good.
Was it a convertible so that everybody would see, or it was
I would have trimmed off the roof if I'd wanted to turn it into a convertible, but
I mean some SUV.
Yeah, I mean it was it was good having the police clear the road for you when you're with the big man.
But I understand that you're a quick driver. How on earth did they give you that opportunity?
No, but when you're guided, you have to follow protocol. There's a convoy, so you can't just run out of the convoy.
Wow.
Wow. And especially when you're with
you're guided. You didn't take the situation in your own hand.
I wanted to be in the lead car, so I set the pace, but they couldn't because you're with the big man. They don't want you to they don't want the big man saying, oh no, this driver you gave me was going for my life. But yeah, and in any case, when you're with Lara, you want to take your time. Ask him a few questions. Ask him, get to talk to him. It was a good experience, something that's very humbling, very true gentleman. Kept smiling, gave us a bit of, that thing what we kept seeing on TV when he came, when we were raising the grounds for the Agahanga Stadium. Very, very, very good all-round individual, and as a blessing. So, back to the game, Martin.
51 for 7, 17 overs. After this, 2 more overs, 12 overs to go. And yes, as Dennis says, that yes, Lara is such a human, such a dedicated sportsman with high discipline. Just the same way he played with discipline, he behaved. He took himself he took the game very, very seriously. I remember 2012, I met him in Bermuda. What a man. We took a photo, and of course it has remained that was the last time that we ever met, and hopefully that one day what a catch. As we talked about the agility of the Tanzanians, you could see how Saidi threw herself to the left to pick that ball.
Splendid catch.
What a catch.
Look at that. She's going, oh.
No, it is Sophia.
Sophia almost gave it up, but then on the last minute, she seemed to stretch further.
Those are instinct, cotton ball.
Yes.
I've told you the level of this cricket has just gone up. You're seeing diving, you're seeing sliding, you're seeing bowlers, the ladies bowling slow balls, bowling at the back of the hand, knuckle balls, keepers keeping on top, stamping. Genius going out here, ladies and gentlemen.
Being treated to very high standards of the game. Every now and then the ladies' game is getting more and more interesting, more and more competitive. It's something that's, within the next couple of years, we shall be looking at something else. Very, very good quality from all sides we've seen in this tournament, and we continue to see. Sophia, what a brilliant catch. That would raise any eyebrows in whoever is watching the game.
On the other side, Kenya is playing Germany. Somebody wrote today, article, friendly fire in Rwanda as Pat faces old friend Prenyo. Coming into bat is
महारथी जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो,
हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Nascimento coming into bat. I was saying today, somebody wrote an article here. Paris Adhiambo and Marcelina Adhiambo just all started playing cricket in the same day in Heshima Primary School. They went on to be good friends and teammates and were only separated when they joined secondary school. That is a good history. In secondary school, they could meet and have brief rivalry that didn't affect their friendship. After secondary school, they teamed up as the women cricket was going through rivalry until 2011 when Prenyo moved to Germany. Today, they have met again for the first time and the two will be coming against each other in a competitive fixture. That is what Kwibuka bring. It has joined the former players that play together after 10 years. Good cut, good shot there by Carolina. She stops the ball from going for a boundary. It doesn't matter whether you're playing Brazil or you're playing Kenya. The attitude of Tanzania is still the same. Nasra coming to finish the spell there. As I said earlier on, that is that is what Kwibuka has brought. The article has been written, or the article was written by none other than one of their coaches those days, Dan Okinyo. Well done. Cricket is love. Cricket brings people together. Cricket breaks boundaries. Cricket join boundaries as well. It is played inside the boundary and outside the boundary. They are all friends, but meeting in a derby. It's very nice to have a photo of the three later. It's another ball from Nasra, bowling the 19th over. Dalmelina takes a single there to take the score to 56 for 8. Kenya reeling at 100 for 4 in 16 overs. Esther Washira 10, Vanessa Oko 12.
Yeah, last over to be delivered by Tabu, who's so far done a great job, a pretty decent job, limiting the Brazilians to a fairly manageable score. Let's see how the Brazilians target the last over. First one on the first ball down the throat of the field on mid-wicket. Oh no. Loses a wicket. But as you can see, the intent was to try and go for the big shot. Didn't get it as good as she would have wanted. Loses a wicket, but again, you can't blame her. At this point in the game, you definitely would want to go for it. So that means Brazil lose their 8th wicket, 57 for 8. Oh, was the last? Sorry, I think I misread. That was the last. That brings us to the end of the game. Was that the last wicket? That was the last wicket. So that brings us to the end of the first innings, and Brazil end on 57 for all out. So let's see what the Tanzanians and how they approach this. They've been very steady in their approach towards the in their innings. They've been solid. They've maintained the same lineup. So let's see how they approach this. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tune in for the next for the chess. It's a pretty low, but it's going to be interesting. We've seen that low chesses are not as easy as we saw between Rwanda and Nigeria.
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हमें फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
ये पक्का। अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है। आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
महारथी जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो,
हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm here today with, the groundsman, the leader groundsman who has made it possible, for us to play in a challenging wicket, but I believe that this wicket, very, very good runs have been scored. Yes, yesterday the 2 games fetched 500 runs. I'm also joined by Adile Tuizera or Tuisenge? Tuizera as well. In Rwanda there's Tuisenge and there's, Tuizera. So what is the difference between the two? Tuisenge and Tuizera.
Tuizera is let's believe.
Let's believe.
And Tuisenge is let's pray.
So it's either believe or you pray. So do you pray to believe or you believe to pray? That's a question for another day. Abizera, you've been here. So what is the challenge that you've gone through? Making this wicket playable.
Yeah, the challenge I got is to play the grass wicket without the grass. Yeah, was the grass, but it's still little. Yeah, I was trying to let the grass wicket looks smartly and looks batting wicket more than bowling wicket.
So, but of course you're a bowler. I thought that you'd make it more friendly to the bowlers, especially to the to the spinners. Why did you, of course, have to make it a batter's wicket than a bowler's wicket? Yes, and yet you are a bowler.
Yeah, surely I'm a bowler, but I can't manage to make wickets for a bowler, because if I want to enjoy for a tournament, I have to make wickets for batsman.
He loves runs. The ground manager Adile, who also doubles in as the men's assistant coach, he deputizes me. Interesting. But you've seen, cricket here. You've seen, the ladies play. So, what is there anything that you can take home and that you can even use as a coach to help in the men's team?
Now, thank you very much. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of games here being played, and very good cricket which was being played here. And what I've learned from the teams is, for example, like Germany and Brazil, they were playing very competitive cricket, and they were learning in the game. They were learning in the tournament, which is a very good thing. They adapted themselves to the situations in the game, and again to the climate in the country, as they also adapted themselves to the game. That's made them learn a lot and improve, because game by game you'll see some improvements from some individuals.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying that like Team Brazil and Team Germany, they were learning in the game, they were learning in the tournament. And whenever they were playing, you could see some improvements from each individuals, which was it was a take home for me, because each individual was taking it seriously, as she was trying to come back stronger than yesterday.
Brilliant, very, very good thoughts as a coach, seeing players improve every single game. Maybe I don't want to change the contest of Kwibuka women, but the men are preparing to go and play his Afro Gulf in Tanzania in 2 weeks' time. Is any hints about that coming up? I know I'm involved, but you've been working with them every single morning from 6:30 to 8. Yes, what would you say about their preparation?
Now, their preparation was good, and they were training, and after training they were sitting together as a team. They were watching each and everything that was happening here, and I'm very sure their talks were very, very motivating, and they were learning. They were learning, watching the girls, and I think after this tournament, that's where a team sits and interact. We discuss. We talk about what was being being played here by the girls, and from there we can imitate, or we can learn from them, because every day is a learning curve. It is a learning day. Whatever you can get from someone, you take it in and try and do something, practice and implement.
Well, that is good. Avizera, Germany has got 58 runs to defend, if you're a batter there for Germany, here's what would you have done? You say that you've made a batting wicket. If you're in the German team betting at number 3, of course, what would you have done different?
Yeah, I was trying to finish. I think they tried to finish all the overs, but they didn't rotate to strike. They tried what they have.
Thank you. Adile, you've been the manager here. If there's one thing that you'd tell, the girls, a takeaway, of course, what would it have been?
Girls,
The girls that, the women that have played here, you've watched them play. Yes, what is it that one thing you tell them that, as a group, yes, holistically, yes, what would you tell them to go back home and maybe do or practice? Of course, you're a coach, of course, yourself. And definitely you have something that you've seen that they can do better when they go home. Yes, what can that be?
now, extra effort or whatever they've been putting in, they have to double it so that next time they come back stronger, because it affects a team or an individual when you don't prepare. And you prepare, you don't wait for the team to prepare. Wherever you are, you need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare the mindset, the physical part, the technical part. You need to prepare on your own. And when the coach is there, maybe he or she can help you out with something else. But again, self-preparations is a very big thing.
So thank you very much. We've learned a lot from the groundsman. I just want to thank you very much, Avizera. I also want to thank you, Adile, for giving us opportunity, because this is our last game here. As we move to Gahanga. So I just want to thank you for your energy, for your efforts to making this possible. So thank you very much, and I hope the Kwibuka will be back here. Kwibuka is edition 9 to come differently, but this time think about the bowlers, Avizera. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
And also think about the men.
Think about the men as well. Oh, right. Kwibuka for men. Stay tuned. Away, Tanzania opening by Maestro Fatuma Kibasu, the captain. She's opening with Saumu, the left hand. I said sorry, pardon me there. Opening the batting is Said. She's opening with Sufa Muhammad, opening the bowling for the Brazilians. Is D'Souza Renata.
I like the way you emphasize the name Renata.
If you don't, then you don't get the real spice of the name.
Oh yeah,
Dennis.
It's sweet. Okay.
You go to feel it. You go to feel the name
Renata.
Yes, Renata.
I like that. Okay, here we go, kicking off the chess. Oh, good one. And you see, that's how the Tanzanians have been doing their thing. Just, watch, see how it goes, playing. So very interesting. I mean, let's see how long the Tanzanians are going to take in chasing this total down. But I'm pretty sure the Brazilians are also going to try and make it hard for the Tanzanians. You could see right from the word go that she was intent. She was intent on going big. She didn't get it so well, but you can see that it seems she wants to make light work of the chess. And Renata, as my colleague says, continues to deliver. Good. 3 balls so far, no run registered on the ball. So I think we need to stick with Renata.
You got to keep learning.
I'm learning. With the best teacher here, you definitely have to learn Renata.
The league is still on.
Oh, and there she's off the mark. Renata couldn't stop that from going through.
Lindsay stops it at the boundary there.
Hey, you all of a sudden have a grab of all the Brazilian names. Earlier on you're struggling with, but now, yes, what did the break do to you?
Change of innings, Brazilian fielding.
And especially that some are fielding very close to the commentary box.
So it's easier to pick the number.
Oh, yes. And the names. I'll stick with the number. You go on with the names. Renata is continuing. She's only given away one so far. One run?
Yeah, coming from right, his right arm round. Interesting ploy there. Coming from the weak eye. Ooh, the umpire didn't move. Oliver, there's a confidence appealing there. DRS or the Sneeko. Next time, Rwandan cricket, the league has grown. We got to grow with also our empowering technology out there.
Yeah, you're right. That Sneeko was needed because it was a very confident appeal, but the umpire was not moved whatsoever. Not even an inch. The batsman just walked away, I leave that to the umpires, but it clearly...
Laura coming into ball.
Whoa. This is a roll, my dear Martin. This is a roll you're on. Yeah?
You got to roll your tongue to get it right. Don't be stiff on the wicket. You got to be flexible. Only 17 years of age. Don't ask me how I knew the age.
I'll stick with Kamunya, the batsman, and the bats, because I think that's easier for me. Let you handle the bowlers. I'll handle the Paris Kamunya. Still yet to get off the mark as well.
Victoria wicket keeping for Brazil. Laura jumps high.
Look at that. Oh,
Fatuma cuts it. Interesting to see the siren is out. John Trust Maeku.
Oh, that's a no ball.
John Trust Maeku he didn't trust the bowler's hand or leg there, and the siren was out. Free hit, well bowled. It's a wide ball. Good effort. The ball was rolled there by Laura. Very great effort. Very good skill. Rolling her fingers. Fatuma, very, very strong on the forearm there. When she hits, the ball stays hit. Fatuma there, as I said, when she hit, the ball stays hit.
And the ball,
very good stop there from the boundary. Wow, what a dive.
Keeps it down, saves 1 run for the team. Top edges. Oh, land safe between the keeper. Tries to. They're able to make 1. That was a top edge. Very tough luck for the Brazilians. Would have been a very interesting if they had taken that and seen how the Tanzanians adjust. But home eventually. What is all that ends well is all well. So no damage done to the Tanzanians. But good bowling from my colleagues' favorite names. Oh,
well, stop there.
Please give us the name. I also need to pick this one. At least I picked Renata. I need to pick the
opening bowler.
Who's that? What's the name?
Bowler. The opening bowler. That was Renata at point. Renata. D'Souza. Renata coming into ball. Her second over, right arm round. The ball pops, and I said the ball hits the cracks. It jumps out. Renata hitting her length, learning from the Tanzanians how line and length is very, very important. Ooh. Renata asking questions. Asking questions there to line and length. Oh, ball down leg, swiped away to the square leg. She loses, Renata losing her line, and the ball is swept away for 4. 12 runs there. She bowls another wide. There's another down leg.
I like the way the Brazilians have also emulated the Tanzanians in field setting. They have really gone for the strong point of the Tanzanians. Oh, that's a bit of a unfortunate keeping by the Brazilian keeper. It runs out, but look at how they're chasing in packs, and they managed to, carry it down to 2 runs on top of the extra. So which is good. At least you could see the hunger. They know they put on a fairly low score, and they have to work pretty hard to defend, or at least make it so hard for the Tanzanians to pick it with ease. So Renata continues to deliver. This over is
the catch up. I like the catch up there from my mate. She comes over now. The ball is she's really using her fingers. Not a bad line. Not a bad line from Renata.
After 3 overs, Tanzania 16 for no loss. Going strong, looking at chasing down 42 runs in pretty good, decent knock. Ooh, some of these deliveries, yeah? Who's that? 18, not so bad at all. Laura is really delivering. That delivery was so good. Shufa is facing. Oh, skies that one. Call, and there goes. Oh, it was a no ball. Oh my God.
Siren.
Just when you think the breakthrough has been seen, little did you know that there is, they overstep. And now there is the siren again, as my colleague, has put it. And then let's see how she reacts. Oh, she goes big. That's usually what happens with
into the off stump. And gives herself a chance to sweep the ball. The broom is out.
Shufa Mohammed, the wicketkeeper, looking strong with that second opportunity. As a result of the no ball, she makes maximum use of it. Gets a quick 4. You can now see that she's intent on maintaining the momentum. They rotate the strike with relative ease. Oh no, they've managed to squeeze in another one. as the ball hit the stumps and deviated, gave an opportunity for an extra run. Muhammad comes back. As we speak, she's on 5. She's on 5. Nicking off just as they want to. They're under no threat whatsoever, the Tanzanians. Taking it a ball at a time. Oh. This is not the moment with such a low score. This is not the moment you'd want to give extra runs, unfortunately. But the ball, I think there's a bit of a swing on that particular ball, because if you see the movement, the way it moved way from the off to be called a wide, it was, I think there's something is happening on the pitch for Laura. Again, you see how quick the Tanzanians make the singles. They put the fielding team on pressure. They always, you have to make sure you're in your toes. Anything that goes slightly far away from the fielder, they are already pouncing and running. That's something that other teams could also, borrow from. Ooh. Good delivery, bit of an inside edge. Sometimes on a very unfortunate day, those ones go to hit the stumps, but this is safe. And Tanzania taking away 26 of 3 overs, only 32 needed to win. Will they win? Will they cross the line without the loss of a wicket? Goes over the bowler, protection there. Long on, picks out, makes it, throw hands in, and it's only 1 for that particular shot, which brings up
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Renata carrying on, doing the job for her team. I like the line. Ooh, I said, Fatuma, when you miss your line, she doesn't let it go. She pounces on it like the wild. You go to ball spot on to Fatuma. You see who will top the batting averages in this tournament. Fatuma, Quinta, or is it the broom of Kevin Apio? She's batted magnificently. She's led from the front. Something that this league does is the opportunity for the same amount of games. So whether you are in it or out of it, you are still having a game that counts. The playoffs are real, and the playoffs will be very, very important. Doesn't matter where you are, but there's one extra game for everyone after the rounds. Either the finals or the placements. Very, very important. And it has worked out well that everybody has gotten
out. Brings out the broom again. This time straight to the fielder. don't make
the broom of Kevin. I think they've watched enough of Kevin. They said if Kevin can sweep, I can sweep better. So all about the broom, but it is a cricket scoring technique which works when you're playing in such wickets. Get down low and swipe the ball.
I like the way Lara is bowling with a cap on.
Yeah, it's okay with the ladies. They say that they take care of their hair.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't say the same for you. The hair disappeared a few years ago, so you wouldn't be advisable to bowl with a cap.
But at least if I have something to cover the beard, what would I be? Is that the mask or something? The beard is still strong. Look at it. Still very grey and looking all nice.
As the COVID protocols have been eased, even the mask will not be used now.
The thing is, at least the hair left, it went downwards, so it went into the beard. Okay, nice. Lara is looking good. She's being backed up by the fielding unit. Not giving away. They still have, how many? 7, is it?
Don't miss tomorrow in the morning.
Again, good stop. And look at that hand in, just to make sure that Tanzania does not just, walk away with it. 9 to go. But the Brazilians are making it a bit of a hard. I didn't expect them to go to the 8th, all the way to the 8th or 6th. Yeah. But they pushed it, at least having seen what the Tanzanians have been doing, you'd expect this to have been closed off in maybe 5 or so overs. But yeah, the Tanzanians have kept it. I mean, the Brazilians have kept it a bit strong for them, kept it a bit tight. So it's not a walk in the park, much as it's seemingly one-way traffic. It's now a matter of pride for the Brazilians. Try to take at least a wicket or so to, make it very uncomfortable and not so easy for the Tanzanians.
I must say Germany has done very well to keep Kenya under 120 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Very good bowling there from Germans. Earlier on yesterday, the Kenyans were on ballistic fire that they scored 180 for the loss of 3. Sarah Watoto piercing every single ball to score her 40 of only 14 deliveries that were bowled down to her. Yes,
this is not what the Tanzanians, need. They don't need freebies at this moment, but the Brazilian, I think, Villa-Boas is making it a bit easy now. 2 extras and 2 deliveries. Again, third one. No, this is now really making it lightweight for the Brazilians. She's going way too much on the leg side, and that's not what they need at the moment. They need at least everyone to come off the bat for the Tanzanians to have even any hope of picking that one odd wicket that they need. Something like that. So Shufa is not under any pressure. She can now, she drop it down there. No need to make a run because they've already got 3 in that particular over, just off extras. So I need only 5 to win. So it's not so many surprises there.
Tomorrow, 7th plays 8th and 6th plays 5th for a 7th spot and a 5th spot tomorrow at Gahanga at 9:30. We'll give you the standings. We'll give you the teams that will be playing that match after this. But it looks like the Germans will be playing the Botswanas or the Tswanas. Brazil will be playing the Nigerians. Rwandans will be playing the PAL arch rival. Uganda, the Bongo will be playing the Maasais, the Kenyans. That match will win by 10 wickets, and they continue their dominance. When will be their bad game? Hope it's not in the finals. Thank you everyone from Kichichiro Oval. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone from the IPRC grounds for a very, very entertaining matches that were played here. All the volunteers, all the cameramen, the viewers, the groundsmen, led by none other than Avi Zera and his counterpart Musirikare, who has been working on this ground day and night. He has never slept. Maybe today he'll have a meeting to cool him down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Over to the presentation. Thank you.
They've been playing well. They're a good side, aren't they? Just watch everyone between the wickets, move around.